Hey guys, PERK30 here, and today I'm going to be talking about AnEsonGib's next fight. If you don't know, AnEsonGib is some UK YouTuber. I think what he did originally was FIFA, like how W2S and KSI did. They all do the FIFA videos and stuff like that, or that's how they at least came up. And now he's done boxing. He has won 0 matches. I think he's lost 2 and tied 1, which supposedly the tie was a steal. It was last year. It was, I think, YouTuber versus TikTok, or it was American versus UK. I cannot completely remember. But I remember that Gib versus Taylor Holder happened. They ended up in a tie. Gib also lost one of his fight against Jake Paul from, if I can remember that correctly, because he buckled his knees 3 times. Very disappointing end because just buckling your knees 3 times like how he did. To me, it just looked like he was going too low and like it didn't look like he was getting knocked out or anything. So sadly, it was a fast finish. Also, that fight was supposed to be the lead up towards KSI versus Jake Paul, and in that situation, I have to be honest, I don't think KSI stands a chance anymore. Even though Jake Paul has fought other people, and even though some of those fights have not been well at all, I still think that Jake Paul will end up beating KSI, and I feel like that'll finally that'll be a very interesting fight whenever that happens, and that should be happening at some point. I think Jake Paul's so on and off about it, but I think he's actually kind of off of the idea of that happening. But to get on with what we're talking about today, AnEsonGib is going to be fighting Austin McBroom. He just announced this on June 7th. I found this out at like 2 in the morning because I saw the video. And just in case you missed it, I did want to announce that. Now, to be honest, Gib's video on this kind of is good lore. Like, you know, the Gib versus Taylor Holder fight was organized by Social Gloves, and Social Gloves was owned by Austin McBroom. So he's like, oh, I got robbed by Austin McBroom, I'm going to fight him. Now, if you want my honest opinion, Gib's going to lose this one. I think Austin McBroom was actually a decent fighter when he fought. I think that he will most likely beat up AnEsonGib, and it'll just be another loss. If AnEsonGib loses again, I can't remember if he said he was going to keep fighting or not, but generally I would doubt he'd keep fighting. But I'm very interested to see Austin McBroom fight, because I think even KSI put Austin McBroom as one of the people possibly he would fight, and that sounds pretty good to me, because I want to see KSI fight again, and I wanted to see Austin McBroom fight, and for now I think that Austin McBroom has proved himself as a good fighter. Even though that Austin McBroom has done some stupid stuff in his past, and he has like an odd, shaky past, I'm still going to probably be rooting for him. But I'm going to try to stay mainly neutral, but I do 100% believe that Austin McBroom has the higher ground here. I'm pretty sure there's a big height difference in these two, and I feel like Austin McBroom, even though has less fights, has probably a bit more, just better, I do believe. But I do have to say that Gib did put on an amazing video. He did make it interesting. There is interesting lore behind it, and I can't wait to see this. I can't remember when this is happening. Some place in Miami. I'll try to pull up the date right here so y'all can see it, but at the moment I cannot remember if he even said a date. I just figured it out, and it is July 30th. I'm not going to really be cutting anything out, so if I keep talking about I don't know what the date is, y'all know now it is July 30th. And that's actually really soon, and that makes it even better, because usually we're having to wait like 3 months for a fight or something, and it's awful waiting that long for something. I'm very excited to see, like, this is wow, I cannot believe it's actually July 30th. Anyway, to go back into the video, let's continue. But I'm excited. This is supposed to be in Miami, which is pretty interesting as well, because it's going to be a very popular area. I'm expecting this to bring a lot of YouTubers together, and like the whole UK YouTubers, that are interesting at times, and then also the U.S. Actually, I don't really know who would be on Austin McBroom's side. It's very hard to tell who would be on Austin McBroom's side because of his odd past, but I still believe that, people didn't go for Gib in the Taylor Holder fight, and Taylor Holder wasn't really that liked because he was just a TikToker. So, I mean, it's fair game here. I'm very excited to see what people have to say about this, and yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy. Sorry I've not been uploading. There's nothing really to talk about. I was going to talk about the creator clash, but generally I just wasn't that interested in it. Also, I found a stream of it and watched the whole thing on YouTube. And basically, I just watched iDubbbz lose like hundreds, I think tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I just thought that was interesting. And I wasn't really, all I could really say about the Creator Clash fights is that wasn't really that interesting. But I'm happy to see this. I'm very excited to see Austin McBroom back in the ring. It'll be interesting to see Gib as well. I'm hoping that KSI gets a boxing match soon. I wish it was on this card, but I would doubt that KSI would be undercard on anything, or he would even accept an undercard fight. There's also Gib and Austin McBroom are going to be main card, of course, and apparently for this, there's a whole card under it that I'm excited to see. But I think they have finally, Gib said that there was like a 167-day basically talk back and forth over contract, and I think he finally signed it. So that's pretty exciting. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen here. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments down below. Do you think Gib is going to win, or do you think Austin McBroom is going to win? Once I figure out more about this card, I'm going to be talking about it. I was also going to talk about Pyrocynical being unrightfully banned, because that went along with the Dr. Disrespect stuff. But whenever I started recording and editing it, I just really did not feel well. I just didn't feel good. To put it simple. But I hope y'all are having a good summer. I hope y'all are enjoying what's going on, because there is just interesting stuff going on. I cannot wait for this. And yeah, see y'all next time.